afternoon and a very warm welcome to our celebration of our students. My name is Steve Lake, I'm Director of... The mic's not on. I do sing, so I could... Oh, there we go. I'm not going to sing, but I was just going to say I am good at projecting if I have to. Right, sorry, that was the real-world equivalent of you're on mute, wasn't it? I just realised, for those of us who have to use Teams every day for our work. So I'll repeat what I said. A very warm welcome to Goldsmiths' celebration of our students this year. My name is Steve Lake. I'm the Director of Communications, Marketing and Recruitment, and it's my wonderful team that are responsible for running graduation today. They aren't, however, responsible for the air conditioning. That's down to the venue, and I want to apologise on behalf of Goldsmiths, but also on behalf of the QE2 Centre for the fact that the air conditioning is not working currently. This is obviously possibly the worst time of the year that could have happened, and I hope you'll bear with us. We'll do our best to manage with it. We have brought some water coolers into the hall at the back here by the doors. If you do need to hydrate during the ceremony, please, you can either sort of wave at one of the many people working on graduation to ask them to get you some, or by all means get up and get the water. I think it's really important that we do stay hydrated in this awful heat. There will be some air conditioning units arriving, but unfortunately they've not arrived in time for this ceremony, so again, apologies for that. All I'm going to do is take you through the housekeeping for the ceremony before we kick off. So this will just take a few minutes just to let you know how we're going to do things in this session. So first of all, please can you make sure if you have got your mobile phone out to take pictures and stuff. I totally understand that. We're not going to say don't do that. That would be mad. But please can you make sure the ringer is off so that we don't get rings going on, alerts going off during the ceremony. If you do feel unwell or hot, please do speak to a member of staff, and our staff have been told to keep an eye on people just to make sure that the heat isn't getting to them. So do flag if you're not feeling great. We can take you out of the hall, get you a drink, and so on. So please do that. Ceremony itself lasts between 60 and 90 minutes, approximately. And straight after the ceremony, the reception will take place just through the exit doors that you came in earlier, and you'll be glad to know there will be cold fizz and nibbles and so on, and an opportunity to mingle. We're not expecting a fire alarm, so if one does go off, please follow our volunteers to the nearest exits, which are very clearly marked around the hall. Students, can I just say hello? So, hello, students. That's the worst audience participation I've ever witnessed. Let's do it again. Hello, students. That's the heat, I think. It's normally much louder. Please, can you check you're in the right seat? So check your seat number that you will have received in your email or text. If you're not in the right seat, please, can you move to the allocated seat? This is very important, because you are called in a particular order so that the readers can bring you up on stage at the right time. So please make sure you are definitely in the seat allocated to you. Please can you make sure you put all belongings under the seat, because fellow students are going to be moving up and down those rows, so it's really important that those alleys are clear, please. When we finish the ceremony, so the end of the ceremony, the platform party will be arriving shortly. We'll exit the room. Please remain in your seats until you're called forward, which will only be a minute or two, and you'll be straight out into the reception area. So that's students. Let's see if the guests can outdo the students. Good afternoon, guests. Hey, you're put them to shame. Okay, thank you. I'll repeat a little bit of what I've said. Can you make sure you're in the seat allocated to you, just so that we don't get any latecomers and seat rage? So just check your e-ticket if you could. Again, similarly, if you could keep belongings out of the space in which people are walking, that would be great, thank you. Any larger items, we can store outside the room or take them downstairs or so on. And hopefully by the time we've reached this point, we've resolved all that. You will exit the room after the students. So when the ceremony ends, platform party will exit, then we'll call the students out, and then immediately following that, the guests will be asked to depart into the reception space as well. Okay, so those are the main housekeeping, I've gotten posh, housekeeping items. One further thing remains with the assistance of my fabulous colleague Rocky, and that is to have a minute or two on the fine art of doffing. So when students, this is for you, when you cross the stage, just to give you a quick demonstration of how to do it, you'll be called up to the stage in groups and form a line here to the left. When you reach this point where Rocky is stood, get ready to doff. Okay, so get doff ready. When your name is called, you head for the center of the stage, and you can see the big chair there which represents that, where it is traditional to doff your cap to the chair of the proceedings. So Rocky will demonstrate. So I shall call him out. So for Bachelor of Arts Honours in Needlework and Marxism, Rocky Asciano. You weren't expecting that, were you? It's his real degree. So it's traditional to doff your cap to the chair, but if you're particularly extrovert, and I know Rocky is, you may wish to doff to the audience. And yes, that's the appropriate response, thank you. Addressing the audience is wonderful. Then as you exit the stage, after you've done your doffing, and you've got your doffing qualification, you will be photographed. So we've got our official photographer at the end there. You might want to just pause momentarily as you exit the stage so they can get a really good snap of you. And then once you're off, once you snapped, walk down, and then exit down, as Rocky is demonstrating, down the outside here. And please, could you head back to your chair, because obviously it becomes a bit of a conveyor belt of people moving through, so we don't want blockages at that end. You can, if you wish, shake hands with the chairperson. Not everyone likes to do that. When you return to your seat, there will obviously continue to be a steady flow of students. So again, if you can please stay put for the remainder of the ceremony. Is my mic gone again? No? Okay. Once the ceremonies are formally closed and the platform party have left, well, you know the gen there. So students first, then guests. And then the most important thing, once you get outside and you've got your fizz in your hand, is to have a really great day celebrating your students and their time at Goldsmiths. Thanks very much for your attention, and we will get started in any moment now. Thank you.
Please do all sit. I declare this ceremony for the presentation of students from Goldsmiths and for admission to the award of an honorary fellowship, honoris causa of the University of London, well and truly open. Hello, my name's Dinah Kane. I'm the chair of the Governing Council of Goldsmiths. And at this point, I always wish people a warm welcome. I think we can safely say today that's more than the case. But we have the ceremony to get through, and not just get through, but get through in the most celebratory and successful way. And I know you will all, like me, be wanting to do that, to celebrate our brilliant students at the back. And of course, the plus is when you get outside, there is sunshine for the photographs as well. I'm just looking at you all and kind of thinking we should have issued Goldsmiths fans, actually. But I think we're all going to get quite good at this through these ceremonies. But anyway, we are here for our wonderful students who are all at the back of the room. Hi. Do take your mortarboards off if you're feeling hot, but obviously back on for when you come down. And I get the pleasure and privilege to be the one that actually congratulates each and every one of you. So I always really look forward to that. Meanwhile, everybody else, take everything off that you need to, as long as it's decent, okay? So, and if people, I think people have said there's water and all sorts of things, so let us crack on. But before we do, I am just going to say a few words, because as well as the air conditioning being an unexpected happening, I think over the past few years, we have had a lot of unexpected happenings, haven't we, as a whole society? COVID, we've had the cost of living crisis, which continues, and many other challenges. And as well as turning everybody else's lives upside down, it's also turned Goldsmiths a bit upside down, which is why you students, to my view, are an extraordinary group of people. Because not only have you achieved your academic excellence in the subjects that you've been taking, but also you've done it at a time where possibly you've had to deal with challenges that you wouldn't have expected and would rather not have dealt with. But in doing so, I think you have shown real bravery, real courage, and real resilience and strength to deal with those issues, to deal with those frustrations. And each of you individually, only you individually, know what that's meant to you personally and for those who are near to you and love you. What I know, of course, is that you will also have really supported each other as well. And that today is, special because you're coming back together again as groups and seeing all of your friends. I think the other thing to say is, in these challenging times, and I'm not going to list them because it kind of gets depressing, Ukraine, rise of AI, opportunity, or all of that. But what I would say is the disciplines that you've taken and your choice of Goldsmiths with sort of social justice at its heart is a really good choice in terms of the kinds of skills and qualities that people are going to need to navigate this next phase of what we're in, the fourth industrial revolution. But for me, one message I want to give you personally is that social justice, that part of Goldsmiths, which I hope both attracted you, but also meant in your education and your learning, that you looked at things from different perspectives, and that you also thought of others. And it's that quality. I think sometimes when life is challenging, it's kind of, we all kind of dig into ourselves, but can go into ourselves a bit. And key to whatever role you go forward in, key to your lives, in your communities, in your families, in your churches, whatever it is, that thinking of others is a really, really important thing to hold on to. And I hope that that's a little bit of gold that you take away in your souls. So looking forward to seeing you. We're going to doff to each other, which is why you need your mortarboards back on. We'll get through, and then it'll be a fabulous celebration afterwards. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. So I now call upon the warden of the college to make their address. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Dinah. Scholars, distinguished guests, parents, supporters, and friends, welcome. As Dinah said, I'm Professor Frances Corner, and I'm the Warden of Goldsmiths, and it is my real privilege, despite the heat, to be with you at this ceremony today, to honour all of your hard work and to congratulate you for everything you have achieved. I know that it hasn't been easy. You have been learning in a turbulent context, a turbulence that has extended into culture, politics, and indeed into higher education itself, and a context where people find it all too easy to denigrate the value of education, especially the arts and the humanities. This is not what any of us have hoped for you and for your studies. But what I want to say to you today is that something better is absolutely possible, and that you are the ones that can make that something better a reality. Goldsmiths has long been and still is a place where change happens, where we still believe in fairness and in doing what is right, and in using our talents and skills, our education, to change things for the better. I know that you will take these values with you wherever your next steps take you. And you don't need me to tell you that as a society, we are facing real challenges. The consequences of the climate emergency, consequences experts have warned of for years, these are being felt much closer to home. We cannot ignore their extremity. Our pursuit of race justice and commitment to anti-racism will and must continue. We cannot ignore the stalling, and more than this, the erosion of progress on all forms of social justice here in the UK and further afield. As a society, it can feel as though we are moving further away from equality, as though we are losing our compassion. But you need to believe that we can be much more than this, that you can use your time and your talents to make things better, and that you are not alone in wanting, in needing to see that change. Your time at Goldsmiths means you are uniquely equipped to help us, our society, to move forwards. You have been part of a student community that stands up for what it believes in, from the Students' Union and its team of dedicated SABs to the groups that you have all organised and that have helped to sustain you through your studies. And this is a powerful thing. You have learned alongside your tutors and your peers who understand what it means to take a broader view, who engage with our community and our local environment with care and respect, who empathise and seek to understand. You have all learnt to be bold, to ask uncomfortable questions, often providing uncomfortable answers. You have learnt in an environment that truly values creativity, and make no mistake, the challenges we face need creative thinkers and passionate doers if they are to be resolved. Curious people who want to think differently. People who choose to respect, celebrate, and nurture difference, something I'm sure was the reason why many of you wanted to study at Goldsmiths in the first place. You came here because you saw something special in what we do and how we do it. You believed that your disciplines, our disciplines, matter. That the arts, humanities, and social sciences, the things we rightly pride ourselves on here at Goldsmiths, are what we need to bring about this necessary change and to feel purpose in what we do. That purpose might be creative, it might be social or political, although saying that in truth, I don't think that these things are as distinct as some might have us believe. I'm thinking of people like Reem Al-Awadi, who founded Yalla Hub as a network of immigrants and marginalised communities that support and uplift each other, or Cecilia Rigani, who set up the award-winning LGBTQ+ design agency, Studio Lutelcia, or Laura Corriton, who successfully spearheaded a campaign against period poverty. Are any of these driven by only one purpose, one passion, or rather a combination of all of them? All were brave enough to imagine something better and to hope that with hard work, change would come. I see this hope at Goldsmiths. I see it in our work, independently and in partnership with big organisations like the Arts Council England or the British Film Institute. we are helping to build a better, more creative future for everyone. I see it in how driven we are to share, to open doors and break down barriers, whether through initiatives like our Equity Awards or simply in our teaching and learning practices. Most of all, I see it in our people, in my colleagues, and crucially, our students. It is a daring hope, this act of ours, and a powerful one, and I urge you to take pride in it, to nurture it, in yourselves and in those around you. Congratulations once again, and I wish you all the very best for the future. Thank you.
I now call upon Professor Richard Noble from the Department of Art, Mr. Stuart Bannox from the Department of Design, and the reader from the Department of Visual Cultures to present students of the college.
Chair, I present to you the class of 2023, the Department of Art, Goldsmiths College. Stephanie Allen. Goran Arif. Emily Alice Ashby. Mabintu Baji Vikstrom. Martha Barry Conlon. Billy Beard. Zoe Biagini Jones. Oscar Butcher. Sophie Louise Carter. Harrison Colley. Aisha Chowdhury. Mathilde Cheers Aslanian. Yoon Jun Cho. Ji Young Choi. Ruby Cook. Nisha Kromar Ben. Yun Ding. Papia Driver. Cairo Dweck. Sophie Edwards. Lucas Ivami. Mia Evoy. Felix Fuller Curley. Sandhya Gurung. Juri Han. Lena Hannigan. Ji King Huan. Mary Hutchinson. Minju Kang. My apologies. Seunjui Ju. Heather Karuma Brooker. Ji Woo Kim. Suha Kim. Ethan Kirby. Katie Kirby. Annabelle Lamb. Vincent McKay. Claudia Martinetti. Pepe Mason Bradshaw. Asna May. Noah Mertzbacher. Avi Miller. Mattia Milisev. Oliver Murdoch. Modestino Napo. Philip Nomark. Sun O. Natalia Ovechnikova. Sorry. Oliver Perry Newman. Joseph Finnekas. Polly Plowden. Thursday Pond. Saskia Portman. Sierra Quinn. Lucia Russo. Paulo Thomas Salas. May Slade. Saul Smith. Rebecca Stenfors. Nellie Stoltz. Seun Seong Sung. Grace Tonkinson Sharp. Isla Grace Trim. Jalila Vincent Youth. Finley Wetton. Oliver White. Qingwei Yuan. BA Fine Art and History of Art. Noor Al-Thani. Ellen Bowman, Bird. Sarah Bradshaw. Alice Crayson. Nell DeSuter. Zaina El Rashid. Alfred Golding. Eche Hamluloglu. Isabella Houghton. Yun-Chu Lee. Kezia Alice Little. Ronnie Marshall. Peter McNellis. Cleo Nelson. Yasmin Panahi Azar. Esme Portelli. Wing Chi Situ. Safia Suhami. Juan Yu. Tong Zhang. Graduate Diploma in Art, Sakshi Chokhani. Ludmil Popov. Yifei Wang. M.A. Art and Ecology, Barney Powell, Jury Morgan. Dejuna O'Neill. MFA Curating, Kabanka Mei Lee.
Chair, I present to you the class of 2023 BA Design. Freddie Alexander Morris. Iman Amjid. Alexandra Andrews. Olatoke Ario. Ekaterini Aznarova. Han Bao. Ke Bao. Amy Bean. Flo Bender. Ellen Brandy. Elliot Borman. Isla Burnett. Luke Kahalin. Tongzheng Chu. Ella Clancy. Bradley Claytor. Alexandra Schwickler. Jocelyn Demelier. Cassandra Dickinson. Oh, sorry. Theodora Dimitrova. Griffith Drury. Ananya Dunn. Tara Ferguson. Alice Ferrante. Lucy Fitzwilliam Lay. Oh, sorry. Anna Fuyes. Bella Gaywald. Una Goda. Chloe Hancock. Cameron Harris. Joshua Haswell. Scarlett Hayes. Thomas Heap. Robert Ingham. Avina Jane. Janvi Jane. Jishuan Jin. Ya Lucia Kang. Asiya Khalil. Hyungjin Kim. Yeji Kim. Eso Kwon. Liberty Leatherbarrow Stokes. Ji-hun Lee. Alyssa Lenoir Ajaka. Ellie Lenton. Yichen Yao. Lim Hui Yi Megan. Soyun Lim. Xiaohua Lau. Yufei Lau. Teresa Mastic. Janine Modi. Ashley Mohammed Grange. Daniela Morris. George Murphy. Sayuri Okazaki. Abdul Rashid Olamide Osanowo. Gal Patel. Reed Jameson Potts. Stephanie Pyburn. Samina Rahman. Manil Rai. Isabel Rios Martinez. Oliver Roper. Charlotte Ross. Arthur Jack Rowe Jones. Mengting Ruan. Kayla Almira Roussel. Ana Lucia Sarabia Villegas. Anna Sable. Matilda Louise Schmidt. Maya Seth. Jia Chen Xiao. Cornelia Skrock. For our next student, I would ask that you hold your applause and simply wave your hands. Hannah Stockwell. Karen Tadros. Maya Tastet. Wing Lam Cherry Tong. Isabel Van Ziel. Keijin Wan. Okay. Say it now. Zhao Wan. Ziji Wen. Andrea Werez. Ying Wu. Caleb Wyckoff Smith. Haitan Xu. Yi Zhang.
Chair, I present to you the class of 2023 BA Curating. Emily May Bianconi. Hansa Hubi. Jessica Ingram. The BA History of Art, Natasha Ady. Fadak Al-Kazemi. Sophia Beaupre. Federica Heimovitz. Stan Drake. Arzu Gurung. Minju Han. Kinga Malaysiak. Jessica Rigg. Anna Tate. And for the MA in Contemporary Art Theory, Archie Hunter. MA Research Architecture, Gabriella Demjuk. And Julia Nueno Guitar. For the Department of Art, BA Fine Art, Rebecca Bucalossi. Bessie Kirkham. Rosie Asher. And for the Department of Visual Cultures, BA History of Art, Condoleezza Kesner.
Absolutely lovely. Thank you very much, all of you. Now, I am going to wait till everybody sit down at the back, and then going to call on our student orator, which is always one of our favourite bits of these ceremonies, because it's always so interesting to hear their perspective on everything. So, Carbo, from the Department of Design, you're going to speak on behalf of the student body. Please welcome to the stage. Thank you very much.
Chair of Council, Warden, and staff of Goldsmiths, honorable guests, parents, guardians, sponsors, and friends. I'm honored to stand before you on behalf of all students graduating today. The 3 years that I have spent here at Goldsmiths granted me so much that I will cherish for a lifetime. There is one thing in particular that I would like to share with you today. It is the sense of community. We are students, artists, designers, innovators, but before all these labels, we are humans first. I truly believe and experience myself that the right community can build your confidence and help you grow into a better self. In 2020, somewhere in the crossfire of COVID and climate change, I found myself facing another poignant first-world problem, dropping out of university. I left my former university for several reasons, but the main one is no matter how hard I tried, I just didn't seem to fit in. I couldn't find any common values which I shared, or the supportive community that I needed. So I left, and I blamed myself for this. Then, with the tension of leaving this all behind me, I came to London to visit a friend. He told me that his flatmate was studying design at Goldsmiths and asked me if I'd like to meet her and find more about her course. I said yes, because I had heard that she was very beautiful. And indeed, she is very beautiful. But what captured my attention more was her passion for the project she was undertaking at Goldsmiths, which she showed me. The creative inspiration she felt for her course and the way she spoke about her life at Goldsmiths. It was at that moment that I realized I needed to attend the BA Design course and that I belonged here at Goldsmiths. The very next day, I showed up at the design department building, desperately asked every person I saw about how could I study at Goldsmiths. A kind member of staff gave me a note which listed the entire application process. A few months later, I attended an interview. Stuart told me that I would fit in well at Goldsmiths, and here I am. I'm so fortunate to say that here at Goldsmiths, I have truly found my community, a community that supports each other in adversity and encourages every individual to reach their full potential, and where necessary change for the better. It is not easy to face challenges. We, as people, often operate in patterns, engaging in the same behaviors over and over in our everyday life. The most precious thing I have found here at Goldsmiths is how it has created a macrocosm where we can unite and come together to tackle these challenges and grow. As my department head, Ms. Fairfax, he's not here now, once wrote, when you come to truly recognize just how completely all our experiential awareness is so deeply conditioned by the project creation of our past experience, you also recognize just how impossibly difficult, yet always infinitely possible real change is. And I hope that you also have been as lucky as me to find such a wonderful group of people prepared to cheer you on and pick you up. Not finished yet. As we embark on our individual journeys into our futures, whilst pursuing meaningful projects that fulfill our creativity and our need to give something of worth to the world, let us not forget the importance of taking care of ourselves and each other. Together, we have the power to create change and truly make a difference in the world. Facing new challenges, navigating complex relationships, and untangling life's various messes require a significant amount of courage, a courage that I'm still learning to find within myself. In the past 3 years, you might have once or even multiple times questioned whether you could finish this journey. But look at us now. Look how far we have all come. Congratulations, class of 2023. We made it.
Thank you so much. That was really brilliant. Thank you. And now we're going to turn to another favourite bit of mine of the award ceremony, which is the PhD, the Doctorate Awards. So I call upon the Warden of the College to present students who've been admitted to research degrees of the university. But Whilst Frances is going up and organising herself for that, I just want to take a moment to talk about these people and this academic qualification, because it's the highest standard that you can reach. And these people are extraordinary. In the same way that all of you students have dealt with issues, they basically take a topic which extends often our understanding of all the nooks and crannies, be it community, society, economy, creative, culturally, and they absolutely sit there with a blank piece of paper. Now, sorry, I'm showing my age, actually, sorry. They sit there with their computers and their screens, right? And basically, they're blank. That's the point. Blankness is what unites this point. And effectively, they have to come up with absolutely original thinking, original writing, original thought. And a lot of the time, it takes years, and a lot of the time they do this part-time along with work, family responsibilities, friendship responsibilities. It is a phenomenal achievement. So this is the thing. Basically, Frances is going to tell you what they've researched so that you know what area of knowledge has been pushed back. And then you are going to come up. I will make your award to you. But critically, and this is where I need all of your help, you're then going to doff to the audience with your caps. These caps are the PhD ones. And at that point, I want everybody to really clap hard and almost take the lighting rig off because it's killing me. But if we could do that, that would be fabulous. They really, really deserve our congratulations. So off we go. Let's see if we can make this work. Okay?
Chair, in the name of the University and the Academic Board, I present to you the following members of the College who have been admitted to research degrees of the University. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy from the Department of Design. For a thesis entitled Visualizing Plastic Ocean Pollution, Designing Waste Ontologies, Katerina Domoterovich. For a thesis entitled Design Graduates in Transition, Early Career Learning in the Design Agency, Nicola Gray. For a thesis entitled Designing Unlikely Futures, Asymmetry and Affirmative Speculation in the European Borderscape, Liam Healy. For a thesis entitled The Housing Database Made Visible, an artist and activist-led investigation into relational machines, aspirations, and urban regeneration, Tom Keane. For a thesis entitled Care Politics in Design Towards an Inventive Feminist Research Practice, Sarah Pennington.
Thank you all very much. Thank you, Frances. Now, I'm going to call upon Professor Alan Downey, the college orator, to present for admission to the award of an honorary fellowship, honoris causa of the University of London, Mr. Dimitri Daskalopoulos.
Chair, I present to you Dimitris Daskalopoulos for admission to the Honorary Fellowship of Goldsmiths College. An entrepreneur and philanthropist, he is the founder and chairman of Dama Holdings SA, a financial services and investment company, and of Dianiosis, a think tank researching social and economic issues in Greece. He was chairman of the Federation of Greek Food Industries between 1999 and 2006, and subsequently chairman of the board of the Hellenic Federation of Enterprises. From 2013 to 2015, he was vice president of the Confederation of European Business. He has also been a collector of contemporary art for over 40 years. The Daskalopoulos collection of contemporary art, which he started in 1994, now comprises over 500 works by 220 leading international and Greek artists, including Goldsmiths alumni Mona Hatoum, Sarah Lucas, Damien Hirst, and Steve McQueen, as well as representatives examples of important artworks from earlier in the 20th century, such as Marcel Duchamp's ready-made fountain and Louise Bourgeois' sculpture Fillette, Suite version, which has been on long-term loan to the Tate since 2005. In 2013, he founded NEON, a non-profit organisation which works to bring contemporary culture in Greece closer to everyone. The following year, he was the recipient of the Independent Curator International Leo Award for his visionary approach to collecting through the Daskalopoulos collection and his work in establishing NEON. He is a trustee of the Solomon R. Guggenheim Foundation, a trustee of the Museum of Contemporary Art, Chicago, a member of the International Leadership Council of the New Museum, New York, and of the Tate International Council. He's also a founding partner of the Whitechapel Gallery Future Fund. In 2018, he was honored for his philanthropy at the 2018 Guggenheim International Gala Benefit Dinner held at the Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum's landmark Frank Lloyd Wright designed building. The son of an Athenian dairy store owner who saved to send him to study languages at a good school, Dimitri oversaw the transformation of the family business into Vivatia SA, Greece's largest food company with leading brands in dairy, bakery, frozen foods and restaurants, with some 13,000 employees in 29 countries. Between 1983 and 2007, when he sold the business, he was the principal owner, chairman and CEO of Delta Holdings. Dimitri has explained that his interest in art came about because of an epiphany which occurred when he saw the celebrated series of paintings by Rubens at the Alte Pinakothek in Munich when he was 12 years old. He bought his first artwork, what he describes as a worthless carved statuette he bought in Thailand 5 years later. But it was only in the 1990s that Dimitri brought his first contemporary artwork, a painting by Rebecca Horn, The Painting in the Inner Egg. It was an unconscious decision to become a collector, an inner urge, he's explained. It was a different, fascinating world that gave balance to my life, with different people, ideas, rhythms, personal pleasure, and calm. My interaction with contemporary art was very important as well to keep me abreast of current thinking, of what is useful today and what may come tomorrow. I think curiosity is something that is very useful. It's a driving force to be able to contribute and create more. And I needed curiosity in the business world. In his first 10 to 15 years of collecting, however, Dimitri kept his collecting under the radar, as he puts it, keeping the artworks in crates in the warehouse until the Keeping It Real exhibition at the Whitechapel Gallery in 2010-2011, which consisted of 4 displays drawn from the Daskalopoulos collection, including Mona Hatoum's installation, Current Disturbance. This was followed by the first large-scale presentation of artworks from the collection, comprising approximately 60 works by 30 artists at the Guggenheim Museum Bilbao in 2011, deriving the exhibition's title, The Luminous Interval, from the writings of the 20th century Greek philosopher Nikos Kazantzakis, whose thinking has particularly influenced his collecting practices. Dimitri finally realized his vision of exhibiting his collection for the benefit of the Greek public with the creation of Neon. Since its founding in 2013, Neon has sponsored over 40 projects making contemporary art accessible and relevant, breaking with the conventional model of a contemporary art foundation limited to a single location. In May 2019, for instance, a major exhibition of 29 of Anthony Gormley's iron body forms opened on the island of Delos, while Neon public projects at the Gennadius Library and the French School at Athens showed work by other Goldsmiths and British artists. Neon supports Greek artists and students for the advancement of their creativity and the completion of their studies through annual award schemes, as well as the professional and cultural development of curating students through curatorial awards, which offer professional training and the opportunity to work in the collection to curating graduates in universities across London, including Goldsmiths. In June 2022, 18 pieces were brought together in an exhibition, Dream On, in a former tobacco factory in Athens. Most of them had been in storage warehouses across Europe, and it was the first time that the majority, including works by Damien Hirst and Michael Landy, had been seen in Greece. If this was one example of the philosophy behind Neon in action, another was the simultaneous announcement that Dimitri was giving away 350 works by 142 artists to the Tate, to the Guggenheim in New York, and to the Museum of Contemporary Art, Chicago, with the rest being kept by the National Museum of Contemporary Art, EMST, in Athens. I never felt like an owner of the works, Dimitris explained. The actual decision that I was going to give to the museums was taken at least 8 or 9 years ago. I always felt like a caretaker, a custodian of the creativity of other people. Dimitri was also an early major benefactor to the Goldsmiths Centre for Contemporary Art. Recognized as a blue-chip endorsement of the project, his generous contribution made it easier for the campaign to raise the remaining funds necessary to complete the build. Neon and the Daskalopoulos collection are both broadly aligned with Goldsmiths' values of innovation, accessibility, and the development of programs that enhance and benefit both local life and the international connectivity. It is only right and proper, therefore, that his relations with the college be acknowledged in an appropriate way. Chair, I present to you Dimitris Daskalopoulos for admission to the Honorary Fellowship of Goldsmiths College.
I think you're going. Is that okay? Thank you.
May I doff my hat to you, but also because of the heat, place it underneath here. You always know what's going to happen, you are prepared for that, but the emotion of the moment is really strong. Thank you to the council, the chair of the council, the warden of the college, and for all this thorough presentation of what I've tried to do throughout my career. I'm honored, grateful, moved to have been nominated for this honorary fellowship and gladly accepted today in your presence. I have developed great respect and aspiration for Goldsmiths as an institution, a university with a global outlook and a diverse community uniting students and visions from near and far, and allowing you to evolve and guiding you to realize your dreams. As you have heard, I had a lifelong career in the business world, basically manufacturing food products to meet the desires of consumers. But I had a parallel life in the art world, a parallel career as an art collector, or more appropriately said, as an art lover. As all of you, I love art. I find it consistently gratifying, stimulating, revelatory, and not to forget, sometimes not so much in contemporary art, beautiful. What is more, I believe in art as a basic human product and a basic primal human need. I've become very fond lately of a little painting that I have by Bob and Roberta Smith saying, "Art is your human right." This primal need for art springs from this archetypal human need to express oneself and to stubbornly create one's own immortality against inevitable decline. I believe in art because I marvel at the creativity of human beings. And that's why I have devoted significant energy and passion to art in various ways that you heard throughout my life. And this has been the driving conviction between my initiatives to support various institutions and create my foundations, and behind the establishment of the foundation of NEON, which has given the opportunity to a lot of my country people in Greece to get exposed to the challenges of contemporary art and the ideas of contemporary art. And my final act being now my natural, within me, decision to gift my collection, basically 350 works, to 4 major international museums. I always collected with a view that I'm just the custodian of the creativity of other people, and that art acquires its meaning only when it interacts with a viewer, and builds its meaning when it interacts with a viewer. And for me, in that way, there was never another perspective than the transformation of my private collection into a resource for public benefit. This has also been my driving conviction behind the support of the Goldsmiths and the Daskalopoulos Tank Gallery, to support you, the students, the next generation, the artists out there, to be able to express themselves and continue to communicate art's message. Contemporary art can stimulate, inspire, affect the individual and society at large. And I do believe, I say very often, that my inspiration for gifting and doing this is the marvel that I see in people's eyes when they are in front of art in museums or exhibitions or in front of an artist's work, because this has the power of art is that it can see people's minds and lives touched. from ever so lightly to more profoundly sometimes. I am speaking to the converted students there because to devote your study years to the field of art, to choose this, is a bold act, and I congratulate you for that decision and for having completed this endeavor. And tomorrow, when the joy of this day becomes more of a memory and less of a present experience, you will be making decisions about your future, about the vocation or profession that you will pursue in life. Be assured you will be vacillating between conviction and doubt, between optimism and apprehension. But whatever you end up doing, wherever the path of life takes you, remember that you're well equipped. Feel confident that you possess the most valuable of assets. And I do not mean only your valuable degree from Goldsmiths, but mainly the traits that brought you to Goldsmiths in the first place, that led you to choose an education in the arts, sometimes, I suppose, to the dismay of your closest ones. You obviously possess an inquisitive character, an open-mindedness, an artistic imagination, and a willingness to challenge the status quo. It is these traits that are applicable in any human endeavor. It is these traits that are mostly needed to overcome complex issues and complex dilemmas in any field of human activity. It is these attributes, now more than ever, that will drive humanity's efforts to tackle the increasing troubles and difficulties we are facing in our world. So you're obviously endowed with these qualities, now honed by a high-quality education. So rejoice, feel confident, spread your wings and fly. You deserve it. I thank everybody for this honor today and your presence here.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, so we're nearly, thank you so much. That was wonderful. I love that image of you all flying. And you are our leaders of tomorrow. And now you will fly. And I know, as well as all of us having been brought together in one community today to celebrate you, you know as well that it's taken a lot of people to get you here and to support you all the way through. Each other, of course, all your friends, family, loved ones who are here with you today, the brilliant staff at Goldsmiths, and particularly for today, our wonderful band, our ushers, the sound technicians, everybody who's put a lot of work and thought into this, which is fantastic. So most of all, I want to thank you for coming, all of us for having got through this very hot ceremony, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. I know I have. So my suggestion now is partly to congratulate us getting through no air conditioning. Thank you very much, Queen Elizabeth Centre. Sorry. I think we should all just really take the roof off, clap each other, and then I'm going to formally end the ceremony. So raise those roofs off. Come on, let's congratulate each other. Hey! Well done, students. Thank you so much. Well done, students. Fabulous. Oh, that was so good. Thank you so much. But we all need oxygen, right? So now I am going to formally close the proceedings. So, oh, I've nearly, sorry. Oh, God. Anyway, please, oh, hang on. Too much clapping. Right, sorry. So, thank you all so much. I declare this ceremony for the presentation of students closed. Can you please stand for the procession? Thank you.